Hi guys, so today as promised I'm going to go ahead and, excuse me, my voice has gone crazy. I'm going to go ahead and show you the Urban Decay Smoked Palette, which is really beautiful, so beautiful. It's kind of a first impression / tutorial type thing. I'm going to go ahead and show you everything that I use to create this gorgeous daytime look, and if you like that kind of thing and you want to see how this was achieved, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, if you're still with me, then I'm assuming that you don't mind seeing my naked face. I'm going to go ahead, I've already moisturized and prepped my skin with the Urban Decay B6 spray, and I also tried the Good Day moisturizer, the little sample that I got last night, and it feels pretty good. So it smells a little like cucumbers, which isn't completely bad, so I guess we'll see. So it's had time to sink in, so I'm going to start with this Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I don't really know what the big fuss is about this, because honestly it works exactly like one made by Hard Candy, which you can get at Walmart for like $6. So is it good? Yes. Does it work? Yes. Is it worth the money? No. So glad that I got that in a little sample try it before you buy it box, because it's not worth it. Since I'm using these smoked shadows for the first time, I'm not going to put on my face makeup until after my eyes are done, because I don't know how much fallout I'm going to get, and these colors are pretty intense. So I'm going to go ahead and start with something that I actually like a lot, the Smashbox Photo Lid Primer. And this came out, see, my hands are so slick from the silicone in that. Can you open that, babe? Please ignore the TV behind me. My husband is insisting on playing Xbox. Anyway, this came out of the same try it before you buy it box for like $19, and this I actually like. I usually use a Lorac product, but this one's pretty good. It seems to have a little bit more coverage. It kind of evens the lid out a little bit more, and I like that. I don't know if I like it enough to pay a whole bunch of money for it, although the Lorac product was, you know, around $20, and I don't know how much this Smashbox one is, but I'm just gonna take my finger and rub that across. Just make sure it's all blended pretty good. All the way to the lash line, all the way to the brow bone. Okay, since that's done, we're going to try really hard not to blind you guys. We're gonna start with the palette here, and I'm going to go in with this very first shade, and it's called Kinky. I'm gonna pick up my really big fluffy brush and get some of that on there, and I'm just gonna swish that over my entire eye. It'll kind of be like my base color, and it'll really help all the other colors to blend, because it'll have something, you know, to blend up against, not just that primer. Now there's a lot of colors in this palette, and this is sort of my first chance using it. So it's kind of like a first impressions type thing. So I really don't know what direction I'm gonna go with this. We got a lot of taupe shades. We've got a pretty silver shade. So basically some green, some blues. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop in a crease shade, and we're gonna go with this one right here called Freestyle. And it's pretty powdery, but let's see what it does. I'm really just gonna windshield wiper this in the crease so that it can kind of work as a transition shade. It doesn't really show up very well against that color Kinky. But I'm just going to kind of keep working it on there to see if I can build it up. It feels really soft and really silky, and as of right now, just using these two colors, you could make a really natural look with this makeup. Now, the rest of the colors in here probably not so much, but I'm just saying that it's very versatile, it seems. Now, I have no idea what I'm going to wear today, so pretty much it's just open to any of these beautiful colors. So I think I'm going to take this Mushroom, this shade right here, Mushroom. It's like a silvery shade, and I think I'm going to put that on my lid. Just pop it on this big flat brush and just press it into the lid. It comes off a little purpley, but on the blue side of purple, kind of like a lilac with silver mixed into it. Very, very pretty. And it looks like you could build this up to a really heavy metallic if you wanted to. But since this is just kind of a day look, I'm not gonna go that heavy with it. So, decisions. I have so many choices. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to this color down here at the bottom called Rockstar, this purple color. And I'm going to put it on my MAC 217, and I'm just going to kind of press it into the corner here. Like I said, I have no idea where I'm taking this look. It's just kind of like a first impressions, let's see what happens. So I don't know if this is going to turn out looking good or bad, or if I've got to start over for the day. Just going to kind of see where it takes us. I'm going to press that Rockstar color in, keeping it pretty low down because I really don't want to take it. Like I said, this is a day look. It's only like 10:30 in the morning, so don't need to look like I'm going to the club right now. Just continuing to push that in. Right on the edge, and then just kind of working it out. Now this purple doesn't. It's really dark. So it's not like a super bright color. It's not like the purple colors that you would see in the electric palette. So it really lends itself to a good smoky eye. I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush, and I'm gonna pop up top here to this color called Backdoor. And it's a matte shade, and it is very dark. It's very, very intense. So I'm going to take it right in the crease, and then match it up, bring it up from the end of my eye, bring it up, and just kind of stop right where that purple starts. So we're bringing it up and then stopping where that purple starts. This color in particular is very smooth. It's definitely a powder, but it feels creamy. It's just really beautiful. It does not, I would almost call it a brown in the palette, but it's not a brown. It's really hard to describe. But this is the color that we're also going to meet underneath our eyes with. So we're just going to take that and then bring it all the way up. Don't want to do too much under my eyes, because, you know, I still haven't put my face makeup on. Now I'm going to take another pencil brush, but with a different color, and I'm going to go down to this color right here called Asphalt. I'm going to kind of stay away from that blackout color because I think it may be a little too intense for day. But I'm really just going to go right underneath where I put that color back door onto the lid, like underneath it, but more onto the lid to kind of sort of infringe on that Bar Lust color that we put on there, so that the color Bar Lust is really just kind of peeking out. Do that on both sides. And what I'll do is, if I feel like I need to, I'll go back in and pop a little bit more of that Bar Lust on there. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blender brush and I'm just going to really lightly blend all this together so that I don't have any harsh lines at all. We want all this to look seamless. You just kind of need to blend as much as you need to blend. I noticed that these colors, they blend well with one another, but the purple, this Rockstar color, kind of gets lost on the end with all these darks, so I'm going to pop a little bit more of that color in the V. Now remember, I'm keeping it pretty close to the lid because we don't want it to go too high up here. And once I got it, I'm going to go ahead and blend out any weirdness. I want these colors to all kind of look like they belong together. I'm going to go back in with my flat brush and I'm going to pick up just a little bit more of that Bar Lust right on the tip of the brush because I feel like some of it just kind of got lost. We're really only putting it right up against there. Take a look at my work of art. So I'm going to go ahead and take, you can take any brush, but I'm just going to take this little angled brush and I'm going to go right back into that color Kinky and I'm going to pop it right up against the brows. Like I said, this color is very light. There's no shimmer. It's completely matte. And I think that looks pretty good. Maybe just a little bit more blending to make sure it all comes together. Alright. So, the lighting is terrible in here, but hopefully you can kind of see the finished eye look there. With the magic of video, I'm going to go ahead and see you guys in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and pop on my face makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I did was I went ahead and I put on my Sephora CC cream and I used my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat in Nude. I used a little bit of Boing concealer. And I also did my Smashbox contour with the contour, the bronze, and the highlight. It's this cute little palette right here. I don't do a whole lot of contouring. I think it's weird when people try to change the shape of their face. I've said it before and I stand by that. I just think it's really bizarre. So that being said, taking a look at my face and kind of reevaluating, and I think that the eyeshadow really looks good. May need a little bit more blending, but I think it turned out really nice. So before I, you know, add any more actual color, I want to go ahead and go in with the Urban Decay 24-hour glide on pencil in the color Perversion, and this did come in this palette. This is 20 some odd dollars by itself, so the fact that I got the 10 shadows and this and a little sample of the eye stuff, it's just amazing. It's just a really amazing value. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to put this really close to my lashes. I really don't want to draw like a really thick line. I want it super close to my lash line. Like I said, I don't want to look like I'm going to the club. I'm going to go ahead and do that on both sides. I don't know if you guys find it, but I find that my right eye, I can line it much easier than my left eye. My left eye is always trickier, and it seems like something always goes wrong, and then I have to kind of adjust based on what goes on with this left eye. Just doesn't go as smoothly for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with an angled brush, flat angled brush, and I'm just going to kind of go over that to kind of smoke it out. Not really wanting to work. I'm gonna try a pencil brush. Usually these are super creamy and they smudge really well, but it just wasn't wanting to do it for me. Just don't want the line to be super harsh. So, I'm going to go ahead and take this under my waterline. You gotta kind of be careful with this. If you have really tiny eyes, I do not suggest that you do this because this will tend to make your eyes look smaller, but it also really brings attention to them. So you just gotta kind of weigh your options. I don't feel like my eyes are super big or super small, so, you know, making them look a little bit smaller really doesn't bug me. And sometimes that's just... I went ahead and I took this inside my tear duct too, so that it all looks like it connects. And on the edges, the end of your eyes right here, go ahead and without winging it out like a cat eye or a winged liner, just kind of make sure that it looks like it's connected, like it looks like it's one line all the way around the eye. So I am finished with that. Pop that away. I'm going to go ahead and go back to that angled brush. Just kind of making sure that it doesn't have any weird colors on it. And I'm going to pop into this matte color called Blackout, and I'm just going to press that right up against the eye where I put the eyeliner. It's just going to kind of set the eyeliner and make sure that it lasts all day. Do both sides. Okay, so looking at this, I'm still feeling like it needs something more. So I'm going to go ahead with my 217 that had that Rockstar on it, and I'm going to pick up just a little bit more of Rockstar and take it here and up. Make sure I do that on both sides. Take it here and up. Being really careful not to bring it down. You know, we don't want raccoon eyes. These shadows really didn't have a whole lot of fallout. I could have done my foundation first, but it's always a good thing when testing out new eyeshadows to kind of just err on the side of safety. Go back in and just pop a little bit more of this Bar Lust color, just to give us some depth there. It's gonna come across closer. So super pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a pencil brush again, make sure that I don't have any weird colors on it. I'm gonna dip right back into that Bar Lust, and I'm gonna take it right under the bottom lash line. I'm really just popping it right on the tip of that brush so that it's super easy to use. I'm also gonna pop a little bit in the corner of my eye so that once again it looks like we have kind of color going all the way around the eye. Really, really like that look. It's not super dramatic. It's definitely doable for daytime, and at the same time, it's something different. So I actually really, really, really like this. I'm just gonna go take a super big fluffy brush into that asphalt and just kind of go over the crease just a little bit more, that inside crease. And I'm gonna call this look done for the eyes anyway. Kind of blend it, make sure it's all blended out. Okay, so we are finished with that part. I'm going to actually go ahead and use a Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the color Classic. So it's a really pretty, like, almost like a pinky orange color. So I'm gonna pop with my big fluffy brush. Now these eyes are pretty intense, so since it is a day look, I'm not gonna wear a whole lot of color on my cheeks. Just kind of want to warm up the face and make it overall look like a finished look. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you, I did do my eyebrows as well. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duo and the e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel. Pretty much use those two products every single day. So I think this looks beautiful. I really don't want to go with a super, super shiny highlight. So I'm going to pop into this Sephora Micro Smooth Trio. And I'm just going to get this lightest shimmery color on the tip of my brush. And I'm just going to take it right on the top of my cheekbones there. Got to kind of be careful and make sure everything's really balanced. You don't want to look like a, you know, a disco ball. I'm also just going to take my finger and pop it onto that, and I'm going to take it right down the center of my nose. And then use my middle finger to just kind of blend it out. I'm also going to do the same thing right on my Cupid's bow. So we are actually almost finished with this look. I'm going to go ahead and seems right to use Urban Decay's Perversion mascara. So we're going to go ahead and carefully pop that on. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I do not curl my lashes. I think they look just fine without it. It just seems like an extra step that is really unnecessary. I'm also going to put this on my bottom lashes as well. I can hear my son's cat in the background going meow. Sounds like he wants out of his kingdom. Alright, so now that that is done, really the last thing that we have to do is lips. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Wonder Pencil and I'm going to line my lips with it. I want it to be really super light. Like I don't want to add a whole lot of product to my lips at all. I just kind of want to stop it from feathering without adding color. Now, as always, when I started putting my makeup on, when I put my moisturizer on, I did use a chapstick, so my lips are nice and moisturized. I'm not filling it in with this. Just kind of rubbing it around. I really just want that anti-feathering property. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this little mini Urban Decay in, I think it's in Naked. Yes, it is in the color Naked. Those Wonder Pencils by NYX are really pretty awesome. You can even use them for a concealer. Like if you've got like a tiny, tiny spot that you just want to cover. Okay. Now that that is done, I'm going to go in with this Buxom, and it is in White Russian. And it's really just a clearish gloss. And there we have the finished look. I'm actually gonna finish getting ready for the day, and then I will see you guys in just a second and show you my look in better light. Okay guys, so once again, one more look at the eyeshadow in much better light. I think it turned out great overall. I think the palette is phenomenal, and for 20 bucks you really can't go wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and pop onto Sephora.com and see if it's still available at that price, and if it is, I will link it in the down bar, and even if it's a different price, I'll go ahead and link it in the down bar, but if it is out of stock, I will not. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love it that you guys spent some time with me today. Please subscribe if you have not already. I would love to be your YouTube friend. As always, I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye.